Good morning, beauties, and happy Thursday to you all. I don't know what this is going to look like because we are about to get a hellacious storm, I think, coming through. Like the sky is totally black. It looks like it's about, I don't know, either 9 o'clock at night or like 6 o'clock in the morning because it doesn't look like it's almost 8. But anyway, we just going to go with this because I don't feel like stressing out about it because this is just me, doing the darn thing every day until my birthday. So we're sitting in our usual place. It's about 8 o'clock, as I said, and we're about to have another conversation. We are going to talk about today. Don't cheat yourself out of your senior years. Now, this can go in all kinds of directions, y'all, because there is so much to senior years that need to be spoken of. And I don't even know if I can touch bases on all of them. Well, I know I can't touch bases on all of them, but I don't know. I just want to kind of talk to you all for a few minutes about them. And maybe we'll go into a part 2 of this one. I don't know. So okay. I'm just not sure right now. We just go kind of wing it, okay? Because y'all know I don't know if my lens, I hope it's clean enough. I don't know. I feel like it looks blurry. I don't know. Do I look blurry to y'all? What I mean when I say don't cheat yourself out of your senior years. There are so many avenues to us getting older in life. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is we got grown age children right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like we done did all of that. We had our kids and now they're grown. Don't be taking care of your kids when they are now grown. You should be utilizing your money, your time on yourself. When I say that, of course, I don't mean like if there's something that's happening that's, like in dire need, but, like on a day-to-day, like I hear of so many grown age children living off of their mamas and their daddies, and I don't understand why. Or grown age children don't ever even take their moms or their dads out to lunch or dinner and treat. If they go out, it's the mom or the dad treating the kid. Why? Don't cheat yourself out of your senior moments. Like this is, you put your mileage in. This is a time where we're supposed to be reaping what we sowed. You know what I'm saying? Like all those nights that you got up when they were sick, all those games you didn't miss, all those plays that you didn't miss, all of those things. This is your payback, people. Allow yourself to enjoy those moments. I cannot tell you how it feels so good to me when I have those moments, when my son picks up the phone and says, "Hey mom, we're gonna, where do you want to go for lunch today? We haven't had lunch in a while." Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying my son's perfect because sometimes I be like, do he remember I'm over here? Like, hey, where are you, son? Call your mama. Because, they get busy. They do their own thing. So I'm not here to say I have a perfect situation, but I am thankful for the moments that I have. And when I say don't deprive yourself of your senior moments, this took me a while to be able to kind of like speak up about this next one that I'm going to go into because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I wasn't sure if I was overreacting. And that's another thing. Sometimes I think we as senior people, wow, that sounds weird saying that. But and you don't even have to be a senior by the name, by the number, because y'all know what do they call senior 55 or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Different places have different numbers to call people senior. Some of them are 62. I ain't there yet, but I made the 55 one last year. So, but you know what I'm saying. You could be 45 and a grandparent. And then in that case, I'm going to call you having a senior moment. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm not calling you old. Don't be upset. I am just talking about the things that we do in our later years. So again, let me preface this up by saying we're going to start correcting this from when one birthday to the next. From one birthday to the next, we're going to be fixing these things. Okay. So, but what I was having problems with was speaking up to my son about seeing my grandson and doing things together. I live on the opposite side of town from my son, like literally the opposite side of town almost. Like it's about a 30 5 to 40-minute drive in traffic to get from my house to my son's house or vice versa. So during the week, it's kind of like impossible because, there's work, there's school, and all those kinds of things. So I don't mind. But I was feeling like on the weekend, sometimes I wasn't getting those visitations like I wanted to. So it took me a while to speak up. So I had to figure out a way to say it and, that they would embrace what I was saying. And it worked out okay. Now, we still go back and forth. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. COVID has just messed all of that up. For me, I had to figure out a way to bring that up, make it tasteful so that I wouldn't lose out on my senior moments. Y'all get what I'm saying? On the flip side, there's some grandparents or some of us that have way too many moments with their grandkids, and this is where it can be hard as well. You have the grandparents that don't get to see their grandchildren, and then you have the grandparents that get to see their children way more than they should. Because remember now, you having your senior moment. You did the raising of the kids. You did all of that. You're supposed to be out here living your best life in your senior world. Why are you having them grandkids every freaking day? Why are you having them grandkids every weekend? Speak the heck up, people. Tell them kids, no. You had this boy. You had this girl. You had these kids. You gonna take care of them. I took care of you. I'm not about taking care of all your babies, okay? I cannot tell you how much that burns my bottom when I see a senior moment, when I see a senior person, a grandmother, a grandfather, and they always have the kids hanging on their hip. Everything that they do, they talk about, oh, well, we went here, we went there, and we had the grandkids, and we had the grandkids, and we had the grandkids. Can you go somewhere by yourself? Can you go somewhere with your spouse and just lay on the darn beach and not take the grandkids? Do every trip that you take have to involve the grandchildren? Y'all don't get mad at me for saying this, because I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm just wanting to keep it real. You can see them too much. You can see them not enough. You got to find that happy balance. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on a happy balance. I love our moments when he spends the night with me, because it is so precious to his little eyes, and we stay up all night, and I be tired, and he be just, come on, Gigi, come on, Gigi. This is all how we're bettering ourselves from one birthday to the next. Losing it. Okay, this car has music going on, so we may have to stop this because it'll be in my video. That music is loud, y'all. Okay, we just gonna have to come back because they don't know how to shut up their music. Good morning, beauties. Happy Friday. Are you ready for the weekend, baby? Are you ready for the weekend, baby? I am. Oh, gosh. Music to my ears. Although this weekend, y'all, I'm a little bit nervous. There's something happening big. I'm talking big. And I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about it, but I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm not even talking about this Sunday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. We're gonna party like it's my birthday. It's my birthday. We're gonna party. We're gonna party. I ain't really partying, y'all. I'm just gonna celebrate my birthday, having lunch with my son, my daughter-in-law, and my grandson. And that's gonna be about it. But anyway, it's all good because the girl would have been on this earth 56 years on Sunday. Can we get a woo-hoo? Can we get a woo-hoo? But yeah, so anyway, that ain't even what I'm talking about. But something big is going to be happening this weekend. More or less on Monday, but the real true prep happens tomorrow about noon. And I am freaking out inside. Oh, y'all have no idea. So I think yesterday, to be honest with y'all, even though we were rudely interrupted, I wanted to kind of pick it up when I got home. And mentally, I could not do it. I couldn't open my mouth. I couldn't talk. I was just in the state of what should I do? I can't do anything. I'm hurting. I'm sore. I just went to bed. I freaking just went to bed. I like went home and got ready for bed. I am not even lying. Like I did, y'all. And I had a mental recap. So I am here today trying to do the darn thing. I have my next to the last infusion today. Yes, indeed, y'all. So if you follow me, y'all know girl is on her way to being completely done. I have today's infusion and then one more after today, I think. Yeah, one more after today. And then I'm done. I'm done. God is good, y'all. God is good. God is good. But enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get into the second portion of our vlog from yesterday. So we were talking about, in case you didn't know, if you didn't know, I don't know why you didn't know, but we were talking about not cheating yourself out of your senior moments. From one birthday to the next, we're improving ourselves over here. So we're kind of figuring out things that we can do to better ourselves. When? From one birthday to the next. Because we talk about that as such a short time frame, even though it's really still the same amount of time. But it feels shorter and shorter every year. We get older and older. Like we really feel like those birthdays get closer and closer and closer. Like we have 3 in 1 year sometimes. But really and truly, we don't. So if we look at it like that, if we can think of the time from one birthday to the next to improve ourselves, then that will help us to be focused on something other than the fact that we're getting older, okay? So anywho, I just want to talk briefly. I don't know how briefly it's going to be. It's got to be because I'm going to have to be at work in a few minutes. But I do want to talk briefly about picking our friends, our core friends, and understanding our core friends and what it means to be a friend when you're in your later years, in your senior moments, so to speak. Now, it's not the same as when we're in our 20s and we have all these friends and, you kind of you're doing the baby thing and everybody got their little kids and, you're meeting at the park and you're doing the little birthday parties. It's not the same kind of friendship. We're having a different type of friendship. But some of us struggle in that department because we do have the grandparents that have their grandchildren all the time. So they don't really have the adult senior moments like you may have. And so you're like, well, every time I want to get with her, she is over there with them grandbabies. And I ain't trying to be with grandbabies because I want to do fun things like go have a margarita. I want to go sit at a bar and watch the handsome men go by. Even if I don't want one of them, I just want to look at them because, sometimes eye candy is the best kind of candy you can have because it's not fattening, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, eye candy is the best candy because it don't put no weight on you. You can look at it, you can think about it, you can drool about it, and you don't gain a darn ounce, okay? So you want that friend, but you don't have that friend maybe because the other person is busy being grandma or grandpa, y'all. We can't leave our fellas out. So we have to be cognizant of the friends that we pick. And we also have to think about what kind of friend. Okay, beauties. Yes, it's been quite a while. As they say, it's been a minute since I was sitting in my car chatting with you all. And I just abruptly disappeared on y'all. My apologies, but something came up and I had to take care of it real quick. And so, yeah. And now it's been several hours. And then today was my infusion day. And so I actually just got home a few minutes ago, scoffed down some Chick-fil-A because I always try to treat myself with something right after I get my infusion that I really enjoy because, it's very depressing going into the infusion area and just being in the clinic period because it takes me back to a time and that I don't want to ever go back to. And then it saddens me because I see so many people going through what I went through, and some of them are still going through something and they were there when I was there. So it does kind of bring me down a little bit. And then the infusion sometimes kind of upsets my stomach a little bit. So I may not be in tip-top shape right now doing this video, but I really needed to come back on and just kind of chat with y'all a few more minutes before I close it out. So if I don't see my usual chipper self, that's where I am right now. I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm dedicated to the cause, y'all, because it's very important that we do the things that we do to better improve, to better ourselves. And so I am really wanting to take the positive approach. Yeah, so anyway, we were talking about, what were we talking about this morning? Good question, right? Because like, it's been a minute, right? So we were actually talking about choosing our core friends and our friends wisely, making sure that they kind of fit the mold of what we are in our present state, in our senior moments. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to get into this. I hope I can get through it. I just really feel like I'm not at 100% right now, so I really feel kind of like, I don't know, I don't know. Anyway, let's just go ahead and try to get through this. It's me. This is what's going on with me right this moment. Like, I really don't feel my best. And I know that I've got a lot of things waiting for me that I have to do tonight because I have no other choice than to do it tonight. So I have all of that weighing on my brain. And so I know I'm not 100%, but I want to do this because it's very important to me. It means a lot to me when I can share things like this, because lately I've been so bombarded with ladies that are so negative about getting older and so negative about life in general, so negative about the aches and pains that we have that we didn't have 20 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And it just hurts me to my core. So I really feel like it's very important that I share these things with you. So anyway, I'm about to get on another tangent because, so anyway, it's really important that you try to put yourself in a group of friends or within a group of friends that best situate the person that you are. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because as we get older, it is so important that we have as many happy days as we can. And we have less patience as we get older. So things will irritate us more. Like if you do call that person often and they always say they have the grandchildren, or they always say, now this is one I didn't really touch bases on, and we're going to talk about this one maybe at another time, is that friend that has never been without their husband a day in their life and refused to be without their husband. Woo! Say it, somebody, say it. Y'all know who you are. Some people, they eat, breathe, and sleep their spouse 24/7. That's freaking scary to me. You have that, you've met this person and you felt like, oh man, we had a lot in common. You know, she likes this and she likes that. And so you call her up and you're like, hey, let's run over to Ulta. I hear they have a sale going on. And they be like, oh girl, me and my husband just left Ulta about 20 minutes ago. I told him I saw that new lipstick in the magazine and I wanted to go and get it. And he would say, come on, honey, let's go get it. And you're like, you took your husband to Ulta? Say what? Y'all know the friend. We all probably have one somewhere. And you love them. Lord knows, I love them. And I think it's great when you love your husband or your wife or whatever the case may be so much that you want to be with them. But every freaking moment of the day is not necessary. You do need some time to spend with your friends. You need to go do girl stuff with your friends, like going to Ulta. It's not a place for a man to go hang out at. You go to Ulta with your girlfriends. So I'm saying that, like, find that friend that you're going to have that common factor with. I think I'm probably like all over the place right now. But I'm probably going to post this anyway because I have to, y'all. I just have to. But I feel like I'm just kind of like, woo. I know it's part of what I just went through. I have to take my time to come back, and I'm trying to do too much right now. Okay. So anyway, basically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go ahead and cut this short because I'm really feeling not the greatest right now. Don't y'all worry about me when I say this, because this is what happens every time I have my infusion. I have to have a moment, and I wanted to go ahead and do this because I want to come out of this wig and I want to come out of these clothes. And so I didn't want to come on looking like any old kind of way. So, because I need to do my OOTD as well. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and shut this down. But just take with you, if you will, from everything that I've tried to say today, is just make sure that you are choosing your friends wisely. Because we as women, the older we get, we as people, the older we get, We become moody, we become less understanding. There's things that happen to us, and it's really important that you group yourself with the group of people that you're going to be kind of going in the same wavelength. And also being careful not to have too much negativity around you, because the more negativity you have around you, the more apt you're to be negative, and that's not good either. So all of that is a factor in trying to choose a friend. So from one year to the next, look at your friend base. Like, look at your friends that you have. Are they friends that bring you value? Are they offering you anything in life? I'm not talking monetary. Are they doing something for you as far as being a good friend, to where they can be there when you're having a good day as well as when you're having a bad day? The friend that's going to pick up and go with you if you want to go have a drink. The friend that will understand if you do have to have your grandchildren this weekend and the next weekend and the next weekend. Whatever your case is, make sure that you're surrounding yourself within a group of people that you all can correspond with, understand each other, be on that happy field. And it is also good sometimes to have that other friend that's kind of like out there, that's outside of the box, that every once in a while you two can get together and you have the greatest time, but you know that that's not the friend that you can call on a day-to-day. I hope some of that made sense to y'all. I know this was just really all over the place. I feel like I'm going into a hot sweat right now. I think you probably can see it on the camera, because I can definitely see it. So I am going to go ahead and do my OOTD, y'all. I got so many compliments today in the doctor's office. Everybody was telling me that this outfit was on point. And y'all know I'm getting ready to speak real quick, because I have to say this. Y'all know I love me some gay guys. I think they're the best. I have that vibe because I'm always so extra. Gay guys love me, and I love them because they tell it like it is. And there's a new guy working in the clinic, and he was like, girl, from your head to your toe. And I was like, I try. So it was just nice. It felt good, because when you're in that environment, when you have someone to look at you and give you positive vibes like that, it just really makes you feel good. And by the way, I did get some really, really good news today. I was told that I am considered to be in chemo recovery. My numbers have been normal for 6 months or more. Actually, it's about 7 months, which puts me in the chemo recovery mode. So that was a blessing. And I thought that I had one more treatment. I actually have 2 more treatments left. And then I am going to have a break. And then in about 6 months, I will have my port taken out. I was hoping it was going to be sooner, but the doctor confirmed it today that he won't do it before 6 months. He really liked it to be a year. But in 6 months, we're going to visit it and see if he's willing to take it out at that point. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do my OOTD. Thank you guys so much for being understanding. I am so sorry I feel like I disappointed you all today, and that's not my intention. I feel like but my chain of thought, everything is just happening, and I still wanted to come on and do my best, but I know I really need to shut it down, give myself a minute, because I got some things I got to get done in my house this evening. So let's go ahead and do that OOTD.